Hey, Daily Dosers. My name is Taylor Osborn. I get to be one of the pastors out at the Faubrick campus, and I'm excited to be with you for our Pearls of Wisdom series. Have you ever heard anybody say it takes a village to raise a child? As a mom, I can assure you that that's true. It takes every resource you have. It takes every family member you have nearby. You'll take all the help you can get. What's crazy is that it wasn't until about 100 years ago or so that we even invented the concept of the nuclear family, of mom and dad raising the kids alone. Before that, our ancestors and even some countries modern day celebrate raising a child with a village. They rely on grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, all on the same property coming together to raise a child because it's hard. But my question for you is this: when do we stop needing a village? When do we stop being the child that's being raised? And I would argue that as a Christian and a child of God, we don't. We never reach a place where we don't need each other. So I want to share from Proverbs 17:17. It says this: a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. That in the ups and the downs, we're going to need each other. We need each other now. We always have. We always will. You'll never outgrow your village. The same village it took to raise you, it will take to sustain you. And sure, those people will change over time, but your need for support never will. It's why we harp on life groups. It's why we love our life group signups. We want to get you connected in person, on Zoom, whatever it is, you need connection, and you won't outgrow that need for connection. Jesus was surrounded by community, and yet you and I have the audacity sometimes to think that we are doing fine on our own. And yet nobody's been too supported or too loved. I can't imagine anybody dying feeling that way. And yet so many of you out there feel not supported enough and not loved enough. And yet this book would tell you that nothing stands between you and more love than you will ever know what to do with. And you know who reminds me of that? My mom, my dad, my husband, my in-laws, my sisters, my best friends, my village. The people I surround myself with, they remind me on the days that it's hard to believe and it's easy to forget just who this God is, just how powerful he is, and how much we need each other to get from day to day. You won't outgrow your village. And if this life is getting too heavy for you, it's because you weren't meant to do it alone. Get connected to a life group. That life group you signed up for and you haven't been to in weeks. They want you there. They miss you. This church is dripping with opportunities to get involved, to get connected, to join a Bible study, to join a recovery group, whatever it might be. Let your family come alongside you. And let us never forget that we don't outgrow our village, that it takes a village to raise you still. Have a great day, Daily Dosers.